First of all, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm sorry that we have brought you out here to this cold weather, but we have some good news today, and so we thought it was important that we do this. This bus, this vehicle that's parked out on South Street today has been an idea of workforce for quite some time. Actually, since from the mayor's first meeting, I've been talking about finding a way for us to actually get a mobile workforce vehicle so that we can go into the neighborhoods and bring services to the neighborhood. Although we have an office on Broad Street, it's still difficult for people to get to the office and get the services that they need. And so I thought it was important that we have some type of vehicle that can go into the community so that we can offer the services of job training, job placements, and getting people prepared for interviews within the neighborhood. And so today, I want to say thank you to the Morris Group. Please stand up, Morris Group, for their wonderful contribution. I want to say thank you to the Department of Labor, New Jersey Department of Labor, for helping us with the technology. Commissioner Roberts here. I want to thank the WIB for actually agreeing, the chairwoman's here of the WIB, for agreeing to be the conduit to purchase the bus, and now it is gifted to the city. But more importantly, I want to thank this mayor, because folks don't understand, the mayor pushes us all the time to making and coming up with out-of-the-box ideas to provide services to the residents of the city. And if it wasn't for him pushing us to come up with those ideas, you wouldn't see this bus here. It is because he allows for us to go to developers and ask developers, listen, if you want to do development in the city, you also got to give contributions towards the residents so they get prepared for the jobs that are coming to the city. And so I want to thank this mayor and give him a big round of applause for his continued commitment to make sure the residents of the city get what they need to move forward in progress. And so without further ado, I'm going to bring our mayor, Mayor Raj J. Baraka, up for say a few words.
Thank you. Oh, that's good. Take my hat off for the press. The councilwoman said I looked like I was going to pick a lock, so I don't want to look like that. So I had to take it off, you know. First, I just want to thank Deputy Mayor Rahman Mohammed for his vision and his persistence in making this happen. Almost every other day, every other week at our Friday meeting, he always talks about this bus. And I said, I can't wait to see this bus that he keeps talking about. And by the grace of God, I just got an opportunity to walk off that bus. And I think it is an incredible opportunity for the residents of this town. So thank you for that. Obviously, want to thank Congressman Donald Payne, Jr., who's here with us, always a partner with us here in the city to make sure these things like this take place. Commissioner Robert Asaro Angelo, want to thank you as well. Assemblywoman Ileana Pinto-Marin, the workforce, the WIB board chair, Angelique Morrison, and all of the folks, Mars Group, and all of the folks that helped make this day possible. This becomes important for two reasons. One, I think the deputy mayor said it. Sometimes it's difficult for people to make the journey downtown to get the services that they need. Sometimes they don't have all the information. This takes a few obstacles out of the way. It brings it directly to them. We also know during the period of COVID, a lot of these offices have been closed. They've been closed for a very long time. Unemployment offices have been closed. Other offices have been closed, making it difficult for people to find opportunity in a very precarious time that we're living in now. This is a gem. Actually, it gives the residents an opportunity to continue looking for services and have an opportunity to find jobs and look for other things for themselves and their family right in their own neighborhood. They come right downstairs in their own block, in their own community, on their own street. That's why I think it's a novel idea. It's a great idea for us in the city of Newark. Prayerfully, maybe we can get a few more of these buses. But, I'm proud of the one that we have, and I'm proud of our deputy mayor for his stick-to-itiveness and his ability to see it through, because now what was talked about is now actually physical out here on the street. And to make an idea come into fruition is not easy, especially in the city. Government is like moving a submarine most of the time in city government. Trying to get it started and moving it around is difficult. So to be able to get this done is just incredible. So thank you to everybody that was involved in this, particularly our deputy mayor. So, let's get the residents down here, get them on the buses, and make sure we get some people some jobs. God bless.
Next up, we'll have our illustrious Congressman Payne say a few words.
Well, thank you, and it's a real honor and privilege to be here this morning for such a wonderful event. I think really the deputy mayor and the mayor really said what it's about. It's about having a vision, seeing that vision, and bringing it to fruition. And the mayor's right. A lot of people talk about what they want to do or what we're gonna do. I used to say, don't be a gunner. Let's get it done. And it's clear that with the mayor's leadership, deputy mayor's persistence, that we have the physical bus there for our residents to move forward in their job-seeking opportunities. And listen, you can't do anything without a job. Can't have housing, can't buy food, can't do all the things that you need in order to have a great quality of life. So starting with a job is the center of having a successful and a good quality of life. So I just want to commend the mayor once again for his vision. This is a long time coming. I can remember conversations on the council when he talked about jobs. And well, here we are, fast forward, 2021, where he's creating the opportunity for that to happen. So I'm just delighted to be here and be a partner with this great mayor and the deputy mayor in this city in moving opportunities forward for our residents. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Congressman. Next up, we'll have our Commissioner of Labor for New Jersey, Robert Angelo. Come on up, say a few words.
Hello, everybody. I'll be sort of quick today. This is very exciting. I've been hearing about this bus since before I became commissioner, as a matter of fact. And thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Congressman. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Workforce Chair. I really think that government works best and delivers services best when we work together and collaboratively. And looking at that bus and seeing the different logos on there, a lot of times you go to these press conferences and you have folks from different parts of government just there to sort of take some attention, be in front of the cameras. But every different level of government here worked for this bus. It's got federal funding that the congressman approved many years ago for WIOA. It's got state backing and funding for the technology that's on the bus. It's going to be part of the city's government. The county commissioner is going to be part of the overseeing what workforce services are on there, and of course the Workforce Development Board being the conduit to get to the city. And thanks to the Morris companies for granting the funding for this bus. No city in this state is more accurately defines this state's economy than Newark. Diversity of jobs here, transportation, logistics, healthcare, education. Everything is right here in Newark. And now, like the mayor said, sometimes it's hard to get down to the one stop. This is going to bring jobs to people where they're at, bring them the services they may not be able to have. If there's one thing about COVID that has been a positive, it's forced us to innovate. And I think this bus is a perfect example of that innovation to get the people where they are, to get them where they can have the services they need to get out there and get a job and get the dignity that work provides. Just want to say thank you to all. It's a really great collaborative effort. I look forward to this bus being very successful and coming back for some more job interviews that are on there and hearing about all the diversity of companies that are going to be using the bus for its services. So thank you all for your vision, for your passion for the folks in Newark. Thank you.
Thanks, Commissioner. Next up will be President of the Freeholder Commissioners Board. I'm sorry, Wayne Richardson. Please come up.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor, and good morning. What a great day for the city of Newark, for the administration. I take my hat off to the mayor, deputy mayor, and all who are involved in this. And what a boon for the residents of this city The mayor is putting teeth to the idea of Newark deserve to earn a living wage and working in priority industries and in their communities. And that time is now. The right training, support, and career opportunities will change the trajectory for many Newark residents. I am happy to see Mayor Baraka and Workforce Development Board partner on a Newark WOW initiative to prioritize the recruitment and preparation of Newark residents for the jobs of today and the careers of tomorrow. As the president also of a labor union in construction, and this is not just about construction, this is about all jobs, and wherever we can put people to work, it's important. I live here in the city of Newark. I'm not going anywhere, so it's important that my neighbors get the right training, the folks around the corner, down the street have the right training, have the opportunities to work where they live, and now with this employment bus, to be able to go into those communities, recruit those folks, they can come on the bus, fill out an application, get an on-spot interview is incredible. So what a great day. Thank you, Mayor. Really appreciate the work that you put in. Thank you, Deputy Mayor Rockmont and everyone else who's involved. And this is really going to be great for the residents of the city of Newark. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, President Richardson. Before we move to the next speaker, I do have to, because without 5 votes, we couldn't get anything. And so I've seen Councilman Gonzalez and Councilwoman LaMonica McIver in the room. Is Councilman Gonzalez here? If not, Councilwoman LaMonica, you want to say something on behalf of this? She's actually on the tax abatement board with me. And so when it comes to pushing developers and making sure, I promise you, there's probably no better advocate than Councilwoman LaMonica McIver to make sure that developers that come into the city actually contribute. So you want to say something on behalf of the council?
All right, thank you, Deputy Mayor Mohammed. I think most has been said already, and so just on behalf of the council, we are delighted and excited. We've been hearing about the bus like everybody else for a very long time. Each chance he gets, he talks about the bus. And, we're excited that the bus is finally here. He's been updating us all with pictures each and every moment he gets. And so we're excited about it. We know that, our communities thrive when we bring opportunities to them. And this is just an extension of what we already do here underneath our great mayor of bringing opportunities directly to our citizens' doorstep. So we can't wait to get the schedule, get it rolling. We're going to advertise and get folks there. So thank you and congratulations to everybody who made this possible.
This is one piece of legislation on the council that got all votes. Next up, I want to bring our chair of the WIB board up, Ms. Angelique Morrison, to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this auspicious day. On behalf of the Newark Workforce Development Board, and with immense pleasure and pride, I present the Workforce on Wheels bus to the city of Newark. Thank you, Mayor Baraka, for your vision and support in advancing our workforce strategic goals and making this incredible contribution to the city and its residents possible. I would also like to thank the New Jersey Department of Labor for their contribution supplying the technology for the bus, which is designed to be an extension of the Newark One-Stop Career Center and will allow the team to deliver satellite vocational training, work readiness, career counseling, job placement, and services to Newark residents in their neighborhoods. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm deeply grateful to the Workforce Fiscal Team for their hard work in securing the funding for the Workforce on Wheels bus, and to the City Council for voting to accept this gift from the Newark Workforce Development Board. Just as a sidebar, I am so very privileged to be the chair. It's been a learning experience. Working with the city, working with government entities has been a very, very awesome, wonderful thing. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Councilwoman, Ms. Congressman Payne. and everyone for your support. Have a great day. Not you, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Everybody do. The last speaker I have to bring these individuals up because without them, I got to be honest with you, this bus wouldn't be here. Like the mayor said, I've been talking about this bus for probably about 8 years now, he could tell you. And before, when I first came into his office, it started on a piece of paper and said, hey, this is how it looks. Let's get one of these. And he said, okay. So I've been trying to get the funding for it, and it's something because with this development group, when we met with them and asked them, and I told them the idea about the bus, he first had offered $150,000 for a project that he had already completed. He then said, you know what? I'm giving you another $150,000. I got another project that's coming. I'm gonna give you $150 for that and $150 for that, and I ran out the office like, I got the money for the bus. I got the money for the bus. And I just want to bring them up just to say a few words. Keith Morris from the Morrison Group, man. And thanks a lot for all you've done.
Deputy Mayor, thank you very much. What a wonderful job. Mayor Baraka, thank you. We at the Morris Companies are just excited to be here. It's amazing to actually see this bus and see it all come to fruition. Like many of you, we've been hearing Deputy Mayor talk about it for quite some time. So we have done a number of projects in this city, and we've always been told and have been working really hard to make sure that Newark residents can find jobs. Sometimes it's very difficult to get some of the labor that we need because we need to get the training, and that's why we were talking to Deputy Mayor about ways in which we can increase training, increase access, and to see it come to fruition today is an unbelievable thing, and I was really in awe when I saw the bus. So congratulations, what a wonderful thing. Thank you to everybody who helped participate and make this possible. I think this is a great start to getting access to jobs for Newark residents, so thank you.
Thanks a lot, Keith. And so that you know, the company today that's going to be doing that positive recruitment, hiring on the spot today is Fabulous, which is a tenant of one of the Morris Group's property in the East Ward of Newark, and they will be here at 12:30 doing interviews on the job. So listen, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. I definitely got to thank my staff, the WIB director, Karen, for, doing being very supportive of this. My staff for Newark Workforce Development, the folks that's going to be staffing the bus and all the work they've done. There is a question and answering for the mayor. So I guess we'll open it up for a question because Sandra was looking at me like, bro, you crazy? So Mayor, come on up. She's scared. So questions and answering time.
So Tom Wheeler from Tap Into Newark. So I got a chance to look at the bus. What sort of specs, I guess if you guys can lay out the specs as to what kinds of technology is available on the bus for residents to access, and what kind of be more specific about the types of services that are available for residents on the bus.
So the services on there, as you can see, it is training. We're going to have training on the bus, so they have computers on the bus. There's a network system so that you can go online. We have wireless internet. We have intercom system for people to actually do training. Like if we had someone to come up and actually wanted to make presentations, there's an intercom system up there. There's actually a screen for people to make presentations in the back of the room. We actually have handicap accessibility. There's a bathroom on the bus. There's even in the front, the driver portion of the bus turns into an interview room. The driver's chair swivels around. There's another chair that's in the back of it with a table for people to be interviewed on the bus. So there's a lot of technology on this bus.
And just one quick question. When's the target date to get this rolling?
That's today. We got an interview at 12:30. We got a company at 12:30. That's today. That's why we did this. We don't just bring out buses and park them in the garage, folks. We got people actually coming today as a company that's coming actually. They need workers, folks. There's a lot of people out here looking for workers, trust me. And we're gonna bring this bus there so they can try to hire them.
Deputy Mayor?
Yes.
So, could you just talk about the unemployment situation here in Newark? What are you guys dealing with right now?
Well, I mean, before the pandemic, we was actually doing real good. The numbers had went below 5%, but once the pandemic hit, the numbers went above 16%. I think it went actually higher than that. Right now, the unemployment number, I think, hovers around 10 or 11%. You know, to be honest with you, I really don't, you know, I try to stay away from what the unemployment number is. There are a lot of people that need jobs. I tell my staff all the time, you know, no matter what progress we're doing, as long as the line is still long and the line is long, then we're not doing enough. We got to keep working. And so, listen, there's a lot of folks out there that need jobs. The unemployment situation in Newark at this point is dire. And we're bringing that bus out into the community so that hopefully we can get more people, as many people employed in the city as possible. Mayor, you want to talk about that?
Deputy Mayor, or Mayor, whoever wants to answer. Logistically, how is this going to work? Are you putting the word out there in advance? We're going to be in this neighborhood, this day, this neighborhood. How are you working this logistically so people know the bus is going to be there?
So the good thing is the mayor has already established hotspots within the city that he wanted directors in the city to go within the city and bring services to it. We're taking those hotspots that the mayor has already established, and we're going to go within those communities, find companies that's looking for employers. We will leaflet the community the first week. We will bring people to prepare you for interviews the second week, and the third week will be the job training portion of it. So yes, there will be an advance notice of the bus coming to the community.
And it stays there for a day, a week, how does it work?
It's going to stay there for as long as we need to get people hired and trained.
And could you talk about the companies that you guys are right now talking
Last
to
question.
that are going to come out and be here on the ground talking to residents?
I'm sorry?
The companies?
Yes.
Talk about the outreach that you guys are having right now with the companies and what companies you expect to be on the ground in the coming weeks.
Well, right now we have Fabuwood, that's which is a company in Newark, as I said, is a tenant of the Mars Group. I mean, we work with a varied amount of companies, a diverse amount of companies already, and so we're utilizing some of those same companies and saying, listen, we have this vehicle now, we have another opportunity for you to hire employees. Come on the bus. We will schedule a time for you to be on it. We will get people prepared to do the interviews, and then we will go into those communities and try to get those folks hired into your jobs. And so that's how we're working. The same system we already have, except for we now have it mobile. We have a mobility way to do it.
In the long-term goal, are you going to have another bus in the near future, or how's that going to work?
You're giving them more ideas. Prayerfully, we're able to get the funding to be able to have multiple buses. I think it makes sense, given the success of this one, to be able to duplicate this throughout the city. And I think it's just a novel idea. It's a great opportunity for us. Rockmont already said it, Deputy Mayor. There are areas in our city that we are concentrating on based on unemployment numbers, based on crime, based on other things and issues that we believe, need to be targeted. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to target those communities specifically to make sure we begin to, grab people from those communities so they could take advantage of all of the industry that lives here in the city of Newark. And we have a little bit of everything that I think people can qualify for. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. We appreciate y'all. If you haven't got an opportunity to see the bus, please do so.
1, 2.